Yo, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Alrighty. All right, let's start. Who we got in here? Good morning, David, Steve, Jersey, Vincent, HD, Stinger, Jason, Chuck, Perkins, JC, Juan, Jim, Jason again, Donna, Chuck, Farah, Carlos, Jeremy, and Scooter Tips. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. Well, I guess let's hop right into it. I don't think we have any news today on the economic calendar. Let's take a look. Let's see, Monday, September 25th. Nothing at all. Awesome. Alrighty, let's just get the new book pinned in the comments. And then we're going to go from there. And then we will get rocking and rolling. Good morning. Boom, get my new book pin. Awesome. All right, now let's hop into it. So it does look like in the overnight session we began to lose that low. Yes, we did. So hopefully you guys watched Saturday's video, because I did explain how to use the bonds to understand what is going to happen in the overall market, right? This happened a lot last year. It could not play out the exact same. Of course, there's always that possibility. But from what I've noticed with TLT last year, it worked almost every single time. Every single time we had a bear flag, besides one time, the market then broke down following TLT a few days later. So I made that tweet and said, okay, we're trading in between this range right here. I'm interested to see what happens if we break below this low. 8-1 was the day that we broke below that consolidation. If we head on over to SPY and we look at 8-1, where's that? Right there, right? Pretty much marking the exact high. So what has me worried with TLT is now we're breaking below last year's low right here in October, right? Head on over to SPY in October, that's way down here. So that's what has me a little worried in the market. TLT is making the new low. SPY was very close to all-time highs. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But of course, we also have that bullish scenario. Again, we always need to be watching both ways of the market. Price is in a monthly squeeze. Could come back and just test this monthly 21 EMA, find support, and then slowly grind its way back up, and then fire, and then eventually go into new all-time highs. So two scenarios that that could end up playing out, both bullish and bearish, right? So heading on over to ES. Let's see if we like anything. I will tell you right now. If we stay above this low right here, we do have a nice Fibonacci retracement that we can watch, 43.63, 43.67 for a potential reject. So that's going to be, I think, the only area I really like for a fib. Yeah, until we start getting pushing way back up here, then we can start taking this high and low, but as of right now, yeah, that's all I like. We could get a liquidity sweep below this low. We're just going to have to wait and see. But after that, then we have our recent, hold on, let me mark this, recent low, boom. As far as Fibby Fibs, we took those out. Next one would be 43.10, which actually we're not too far away, so we could hit that today if the market does sell. But yeah, 43.10, then 42.21, and then we also have this previous high right here, which it looks like might actually be sitting on. Yeah, that 43.45. So we lose that 43.45. I have a good feeling that we're going to come down, test this 43.10, and you can see that this is also a lot of previous resistance in this area. So this is going to be my high probability bounce area. Good morning. Um, so we'll see. And then again, if we start bouncing to the upside, I'll watch here for a reject. After that, I mean 4,400, and then we have a lot of room that it could potentially push, especially because we are pretty overextended to the downside. But remember, stairs up, elevator down when the market likes to sell. Cool. So that is everything on ES for the time being. Let's head on over to SPY. Yeah. Join the BBC club. Brandon's book club. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's Monday. It's 8:15 in the morning. What'd you think I meant by BBC? Come on now. Let's see. 429.61 was that previous 61.8. We're trading below it. Let's see. 433 was that previous low. Do have a nice daily gap if the market were to pump later this week. And then let's see, where's our fibs? Pivot low, pivot high, 420. And then again, same thing. If I'm going to be looking for a reject, it's going to be up here. 430.65, 431. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Cool. So again, it depends. If we hold this 429.61 or 429.11, my bad. But also a daily candle close above 429.61 would be huge. So remember, that was that weekly 61.8, and then we finally cleared it and started pushing. But yeah, 429.61, that's big. So we'll see at the end of the day. 429.11, as long as we hold above that, this fib will still be valid. Start breaking below it, I mean, 425 would be the next logical area that I have. But watch 425.86 if you really wanted to. Previous little consolidation zone right here. Yeah, just this area in general if you want to watch it. 426-ish. But other than that, 420, that's going to be my main bounce area. Cool. So that's everything on SPY. Let's head on over to NQ. Come on, there we go. All right, so NQ's trading at that low, potentially double bottom off of it. Let's see, go ahead, delete that, delete that, delete that. If that were to be the bottom, we could take this pivot. Whoops. Could take this pivot high, pivot low for a potential reject. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, so I mean, price literally bounced right off of it. So again, if we lose this, that's going to be big. But if we pump back up, then I am willing to watch 14.889 for a reject. But lose 14.789, then that means we could definitely go lower, potentially. And then the only fib, way down there, and right about here. So we'll see with those, but not too sure about this one. This one would definitely be higher risk. I'd prefer this one way down here. So we're actually just gonna remove this one. Get rid of that. All right, let's see. Again, this is going to be the big level for NQ. So that's out of the way. Did we do? I already have QQQ done, I believe. 350 is going to be psychological. Same thing. Pivot high, pivot low, 61.8. We want to watch that. Do have a nice daily gap. Get about 361.18. 354.7 is going to be the bottom on QQQ. We'll do this color. There we go. Cool. That's everything. NQ, QQQ, SPY, ES. Let's take a look at some individuals, see what we're liking. I tried to make a weekly watch list yesterday and honestly was not a fan of anything at all. So see if we can find something. But Apple, again, this 172 is going to be huge. Kind of looks like we're trying to do a little head and shoulders right here. So shoulder, head, shoulder, break below 172. I mean, we got room, especially because we got that daily gap. But let's go to the 1 hour. See if we're liking anything. Not really. AMD broke below that wedge. Liking anything? Not really. Skip over that. And remember, if you guys want this watch list, make sure to smash that like button. We got 140 people in here and only 65 likes. If you guys want this watch list posted for free in the chat, make sure you guys are running it up. But Amazon, very close to that 61.8, kind of bear flagging. I don't know if I'm a fan of this one. We'll put Amazon as a question mark for the time being. Pull up the DMs to myself. Amazon question mark. All right, so that's potential. Boeing, kind of just in this range right here in a downtrend. Don't really care about. Baba, gap down. We can take a look at TLT in the pre-market. I didn't do that. Let's see, coin. Already broke the 61.8. If it got up to 71.19, I'd care about it, but right now I don't care about Google. What are we at? We're at 129.50. I mean, if we sold down to 127.25, I'd be interested in the bounce for Google. And as far as a reject, not too big of a fan. IWM, don't care about. Mara's getting hammered. Meta. Still keeping an eye on Meta for a swing potentially. Again, this 3-day time frame, that's what I like. So it really depends if we can find support there. But maybe just like a high risk breakdown below 296.7. Good morning. And, potentially. Not my favorite setup. I'll definitely say that. Microsoft hit where I would have looked for a reject. If it's a penny stock, I don't look at those. Just an FYI. We can take a look at Intel when I'm done running through this watch list. NVDA. If you want to watch that gap, you can. Personally, not going to. PayPal getting slaughtered. Speaking of which, you guys seen SQ? This thing is just literally getting demolished. What a chart. Anyways, we were on PayPal. We looked at QQQ. Roku, don't care about. Shopify getting smacked. 4,300 on SPX would be an area I'd be interested in. But that's pretty much it. I don't think we have any daily gaps on SPX. We'll see. Yeah, 4,300. Also lines up with this previous resistance. But no daily gaps. All of them been filled. So, nothing there. Literally, it's right at 4,300. Cool. So I do really like that 4,300 for a potential bounce on SPX. So that's definitely going on the watch list. And then SPY, SQ don't care about. And Tesla getting slaughtered. But could scalp it potentially. 237.81. I do like that a lot. All right, Tesla. All right. So for the bounces, or not for the bounces, for the individuals that I like, Amazon, Google, Meta, SPX, Tesla. Mainly SPX and Tesla are my favorites today. Obviously, we got SPY and QQQ. But let's run through this again. And I mean, everything looks weak today. We also got to keep in mind, though, the market's pretty overextended to the downside, in my honest opinion. But again, it could go lower. Put to call ratio is right at 1, so it's nothing alarming. But we'll see. We shall see. Let's go back to Google. Again, if we were to get down there, I mean, that's a $2 sell-off, so I'll just set an alert. Could look for downtrend entries on Google if you really want to until the bounce. We're going to take Amazon off the list. Boom. Meta. I would just watch that entire area. Yeah. Personally, though, I only do supply and demand on the futures. Yeah, I still have my uranium leaps running. Oh, it made a new high. Let's go. Hopefully you guys are holding some of uranium again. I don't know how many times I talked about this thing. That monthly setup looks prime. Especially for a continuation possibly back up into this 31.66. Or 31.6, my bad. So, again, hopefully somebody's at least holding some runners with me. This is a beautiful leap. We have all the way until January. We already done hit our 200%. So, let's see if we can get a continuation out of this bad boy. That's a good thing to wake up to. New high. Speaking of which, let's take a look at crude oil real quick. I could have swore this had a squeeze on something. I guess not. Oh well. Alrighty. We already looked at NVIDIA. Nothing that I'm interested in. I mean, if you want, you can watch that little pre-market gap that it had, but not my cup of tea for setup. So, there's a daily gap on Tesla. I think that 237.81 is. Let's see, that daily gap got filled. Unless you're talking it bouncing off of this and then ripping back up and filling it into here, which that's definitely possible. Cool. And then reject would be up here. Alrighty. Start getting this bad boy typed out. SPX. Man, these live streams have been light recently. What's up with this? We're typically having like 250 people in here. Recently, it's only been 150, 175, 200. Very light. Very, very light. SPX. Watching 4,300 for a bounce. Tesla. We're gonna have to get more people in here if you guys want this watch list today. SPY. Looks like we made that new low. Possible liquidity sweep. Definitely could be. Yeah, the SPY and QQQ, I might have to wait. I guess in the meantime, while we're just sitting here chilling, has anybody got trading questions? Any questions in general? I can answer those while I wait to see what ES and NQ start doing. And then we can go from there. Any questions at all? Around 8:35 to 8:40, we'll start actually getting this SPY and QQQ typed up. But I do want to give it some time. Alrighty. What we got? I let everybody know when I'm going to be posting a swing. I always say be here end of day. And it's posted in the admin floor. All you got to do is be there. There's a stock somebody wanted me to look at earlier. What was it? Video on your setup. I have videos on how to set up my my ThinkorSwim. I got multiple videos actually. As far as the computer setup, I can't speak on that though because I have no idea what I even use for a computer. All I know is everything was expensive. I mean, American Eagle probably would have been a good entry on Friday with a stop below here. But day trading, you're in and out same day. Swing trading, you're holding for multiple days, weeks, months, etc. Let's see. What do I do with my profits off a winning trade? I mean, I keep my account at X amount. Everything over X amount I pull out, save some for taxes. Obviously, I want to pay my bills too, so pull money out for bills. Reinvest it into myself, long-term accounts, other businesses. Money to live life too. I mean, just basic stuff that other people would do. Nothing crazy. No, I don't have any videos on yields, but I mean, the main one you would want to pay attention to is going to be your 10-year yield, which is going to be your 30-year mortgage. So pretty much if you take this, double it, that's how you get your 30-year mortgage. So right now, depending, obviously it's going to depend on your credit score on your mortgage, but it should be around 9% if it's updated correctly. Should be around 9%. Which is crazy to think about. And the question is, where could this thing go? If I had to take a guess, we are going to see 4.62. Roughly. Bottom indicator, TTM squeeze. Bollinger Bands, I mean, you can use them. It's really up to you. I don't. Just because the TTM squeeze essentially tells me what the Bollinger Bands would tell me. Head back on over to yes. And again, people ask me this question all the time. What's your normal size of quantity and contracts, etc.? It depends. Like, there's never a specific number. It's not like, oh, you know, I normally buy 50, 100 contracts. Right? It depends on how much are the contracts, how high probability is the setup, what is my risk for the trade. There's never a set amount. It just depends. You know, am I willing to lose $20 per contract versus am I willing to lose $10 per contract, right? If I'm willing to lose $10 per contract, obviously I can buy twice as many contracts as if I was willing to risk $20 per contract. Does that make sense? So there's never a set number. It just always depends on what is my risk and how much are they. Good morning. Let's see. Favorite time frames? I mean, everything I do is based off a higher time frame, and then I just use a smaller time frame to get an entry. So I'm using 1 hour, 4 hour daily, weekly setups, and then sniping off a 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute, or 2 minute. And again, we could have potentially just done a liquidity sweep, and then we move up into these highs. That's definitely possible. $347. I don't want to take a futures trade. Hold on. Watching this ES for a possible trade. I want to get it pulled up. Cool. What other questions we got? We're about to do this. We're about to narrow down the watch list and finalize levels. It depends how deep in profits you are. But if I'm up 30, 40%, I want my profits at least at break even. Or my stop loss at least at break even. All right. Let's get these SPY levels. News in 5 minutes. I don't think we have any news today at all. It's also a weird time, 8:40. You might be right, though. I pulled up the economic calendar, didn't see anything. You know, we have no news. There was the Fed National Activity Index at 8:30. But that's not really too important. Be a mixture of the 5 minute. There's no like one time frame. It'd be a mixture. Again, you want multiple time frames hinting in the same direction. Sets up for a high probability trade. Also, I did take a little ES trade, so we'll see what ends up happening. I just have my stop below the lows. Let's see what we get out of it. If I stop out, I stop out. I'll lose 5 points. But let's redraw this. I'd like to get like 43.54 out of this. That was the previous high. Beautiful move so far. Beautiful, beautiful move. Once I'm out of this trade, hold on. Once I'm out of this trade, we'll then narrow this list. Anybody happen to catch it? I mean, we talked about the liquidity sweep. Yeah, we do have something at 10:30. It's not important though. Not too important. All right. You guys can hear me, right? It keeps saying that the stream is being weird. So head on over to NQ, see what that's doing real quick. That was a nice double bottom. Let me tell you, if you trade NQ futures, I think you got something wrong with you. That stuff is crazy. Crazy to trade. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Alrighty. Start narrowing this list. Perfect. All right, let me put gotta put a yes on this other chart. There we go. I'm on computer. Don't do this. There you go. If you're on TradingView, I think ES1. No, I like trading ES if there's something in the pre-market. But NQ, it's just like that thing moves way too quick. You can get screwed very quick on NQ. So, let's head on over to SPY. Again, it's really going to depend on this 428.75. So let's see, SPY. If 428.75 is below, I will be looking for a reject around 430.50 to 430.9. No good bounces. Bounces to be announced. And again, if you guys want this watch list, post it in the chat. Make sure you guys are running up them likes. We just had 225 people in here. Now we only have 160. Everybody keeps disappearing out of nowhere. But if you guys want it, make sure to run up them likes. I'll give it to you at 200 likes because the streams have been a little slow recently. So 200 likes is the goal. Sorry, my computer is a little slow now. It's because I have ES pulled up on the other chart, and for some reason it doesn't like it. Let's see, QQQ bounce at 354.7 to 355. Reject. I have to redraw this real quick. No, the reject's still valid. 358.44. We could watch pre-market highs as well. 358.44. Cool. But yes, on this chart, so my computer doesn't explode. There we go. Now we're good. Perfect. All right. So let's see. We got SPX, Tesla, SPY, QQQ. Bingo. Alrighty, now all you guys gotta do is hit that like goal, and you guys get the watch list today. Again, 200 likes. I know you guys can do it. We'll get more people in here in a few minutes, but you guys need 20 more likes if you want the watch list. 20 more. The Dolphins, yeah, they're crushing it. I've been trying to watch football. I'm a football guy now. I can look at gold futures. Gold does the opposite of the dollar, though. So you're going to have to watch both. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. Little wedge that it's got. I'd say give it another month. Potentially, maybe we get a three bar pullback on decreasing volume into that 21 EMA, and then that could set up for a big move potentially into new highs because we've already hit it 1, 2, 3 times. So if we get a low volume pullback into that 21 EMA, I'd honestly be interested in it, especially for leaps. But again, it's going to do the opposite of Dixie. I didn't even know the government was shutting down. To be honest with you, I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Alrighty. They gonna give me my price target? Let's see if they do it. Where's my book map? Once we hit 200 likes, you guys will get the watch list. What are we at? 197. You guys need 3 more. 3 more likes. Anybody watch UFC? UFC's fire. Fights were subpar on Saturday, but UFC is my thing. It's what I prefer to watch. No, I use desktop. Desktop all day. Unless I'm traveling, then obviously PC. Boo. Today. This is book map. If you want to learn more about book map, make sure to just go on YouTube and type in Brandon Trades book map video. All right, so you guys got the watch list. As always, none of this is financial advice. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you're not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. Now, also, if you haven't already, I highly suggest you check out my new book on Amazon, The New Age of Tech. Oh my God, I keep messing that one up. That's the first book. my new book, The New Age of Day Trading, the Ultimate A through Z Trading Guide, officially on Amazon. If you do want to learn more about my overall day trading strategy, the exact indicators I use, the exact time frames I use, what I look for in high probability setups, how I'm using multiple time frame analysis to find these high probability setups, a lot about Fibonacci, a lot about ES, NQ, SPY, QQQ, and SPX, and so much more. So again, check out the new book, The New Age of Day Trading, the Ultimate A through Z Trading Guide, using this link right here. Again, officially on Amazon. You can't miss it. I just spammed it 100 times, so make sure you check it out. But as far as the watch list, here is that. And again, the market could do the complete opposite of what I am looking for today. None of these levels could end up playing out, right? If there's no confirmation at the level, I'm not going to take a trade. So this is just what I'm watching as of right now. Again, the market could change. The plan could change. Make sure to keep an open mind and wait for a high probability setup. And if the market doesn't offer that to you, guess what? You don't take a trade. I am perfectly fine sitting cash. I can wait until tomorrow to take a trade. I can wait the next 2-3 days to take a trade. It all depends on when the market gives me what I want. So, how long do I day trade every day? Typically from 9:30 to like 11:30. And then sometimes it could be a little later, like 12:30, but I'd say 95% of the time it's going to be between those two time frames. So 9:30 to 11:30. But that's going to wrap it up today, ladies and gentlemen. As always, everybody have a blessed day. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys tap in. And I will talk to everybody.